Hey guys, what's up? We are going to learn some facts about the ship that went down in history. You guessed it right. It's the mighty Titanic. Let's begin. You might have heard of the famous RMS Titanic luxury ship, which sadly sank after hitting an iceberg on April 15, 1912, on her very first voyage. Let's explore some awesome facts about the Titanic, shall we? It took 3 years to build the Titanic and cost $7.5 million, which is equivalent to $400 million today. The Titanic was built in Belfast, and 8 of the 3,000 construction workers died during construction, who were paid $10 per week. I pray for the poor souls. On 10th of April 1912, she sailed from Southampton docks on her very first Atlantic crossing to New York. The journey was meant to take 137 hours. Well, I hope they had some travel sickness pills. Let's move on. The captain of the Titanic was Captain Edward J. Smith, who was a master at sea with over 43 years of experience. Wow, that sounds like a lifetime of experience, don't you think? Often, I wonder how big the Titanic was. I'm sure you have the same question. It was almost as long as 3 football fields, as tall as a 17-story building. There were 840 staterooms, 9 decks, and 10,000 light bulbs, and also she had telephone services on board. Wow. The cost of a first-class ticket was $4,350, which is equivalent to £875 in 1912. It was $1,750 for a standard class ticket and a $30 for a third-class ticket. Those were some seriously expensive tickets. Titanic carried 2,223 on board from Southampton. 1,324 were passengers and 885 were crew. Ever wondered what supplies did the Titanic have on board? Here are just some of the supplies the Titanic carried. 75,000 pounds of fresh meat, 36,000 apples, 40 tons of potatoes, 1,000 loaves of bread, 10,000 pounds of sugar, 40,000 fresh eggs, 6,000 pounds of butter, 15,000 bottles of ale, and 8,000 cigars. She certainly carried a lot though. The mighty Titanic hit the iceberg at 11:39 p.m. on 14th of April 1912 and completely went down at 2:20 a.m. on 15th of April. When the Titanic sank, the total number of survivors was around 705. Of these, 492 were passengers, most of them from first class, along with 214 crew members. But if you ask, what happened to the second class and the third class? Only God knows. That sounds unfair, right? But luckily, 2 dogs had survived. Just like the movie, the band members went down with the ship. Such a sacrifice may not possibly happen nowadays. The iceberg, which sent the mighty Titanic to the depths of the ocean, was estimated 10,000 years old. Was it waited all those time to hitch a ride on Titanic? You can tell your friends about some of the facts that you have learned today. After all, sharing is caring, right? If you like the content, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to notify you for future videos. Thanks for watching.